Hello, how's everybody doing today? My name is Richard Hudson. Today I want to do a quick video on the differences between a 401k and an IUL. 401k versus an IUL. And first I want to start with the 401k. I want to go over the pros and the cons of a 401k. And I'm going to start with one of the first cons of a 401k is that if you take out the money before 59 and a half, you'll be taxed. Depending on the state you live in will determine what state tax, federal, whatever the amount will be. The second con is that they have what's called a required minimum distribution, meaning that if at age 70 and a half, you have to start taking it out and it will be taxed again. The third con, it has no zero floor, unlike an IUL, which I will get into shortly. No zero floor, no protection from whatever the market does. The fourth con is directly invested in the market. So you know with the stock market, stocks go up, they go down, prices go up, they go down, you lose money, you gain money. The fifth con, it fluctuates, it ties into directly invested. Whatever the performance of the market fluctuates. So you'll see your value fluctuating, going up and down, up and down. Seventh is that it's strictly for retirement. When it's presented to you by an employer, they say, this is your retirement. We have a benefit package and we have the 401k, whatever it may be. It may give you IRA, traditional IRA, Roth, but the more popular one is a 401k, and everybody I know that works, that's employed, they know about the 401k. Now moving over to the pros, it's tax deferred, meaning you can take pre-tax dollars and put it aside and it grows money. The second con is, the second pro is that you can borrow off of it at any given time. But going back to the con, the sixth con, that you're told what to borrow. Because you're told what to borrow, how much to borrow, when you can, and how much your interest rate will be. That's determined by the financial institution that you open a 401k with. And it supplements your income. That's one of the pros. It supplements any other income you have, any other pension. If you're already retired and you have it, that can be another stream of income that supplements your existing income that you have. Now moving over to an IUL. I'm going to start with the pros of the IUL. One of the pros is that it has cash flow, meaning that it's accumulating cash flow as long as you're paying the premiums throughout the life of the policy. It's called an index universal life index. The next pro is that it has a zero floor. That's the protection that the 401k doesn't have. They call zero is your hero. Whatever the market does, it protects you. You get zero. It means you gain nothing, you lose nothing, so to speak, like you breaking even. The third pro is that it's an index account. It's pegged to an index. It's not directly invested into an index where you lose money. It's pegged. So whatever, peg meaning side by side, whatever the index is doing, the policy is doing, and you get cash accumulation. That's the fourth pro, cash accumulation twice. You get cash accumulation twice because it is in life insurance policy that you pay a premium that gains cash value over time, and then it's an index account that you get money from the index. Whatever the performance of the index does, you get paid on that end too, so you get twice, twofold cash accumulation. It's an index. The fifth pro is an index credit. It's an index credit. You get credit, determined on what the market does. That's how you get the second cash accumulation based on the index. Whatever the market does, perform. Now carriers have what's called cap. It can be capped at 10%, 12%. So whatever the market does, if the market could do 65%, whatever financial institution or carrier, they say, well, we're going to give you a 12% cap. You're only going to get 12% if the market goes up. Anything over 12%, you won't get, you just 12. If it goes down, you have the zero floor. If it plummets, say the market drops like 100%, you get the zero for protection. You lose nothing. You break even. Doesn't affect your policy, doesn't even affect your cash flow that's in the policy. That's one of the great things about an IUL, in my opinion. Then it has, you can borrow from it tax-free at any given time. You don't have to be 59 and a half. You don't have to worry about being 70 and a half. None of these apply. None of the cons of a 401k apply to you when you have an IUL. That's one of the pros of an IUL, that you can borrow from it tax-free. And the seventh pro, it has flexible premiums, meaning you can change the amount of premiums at any given time throughout the life of the policy. That's one of the 7 pros. Now, I'm talking about a 401k from my experience. Why I wrote it this way the cons and the pros to me, because I had a 401k at one time and I saw how it fluctuated. I saw it had no zero floor. I saw it was directly invested in the market. I saw how it fluctuate. I saw I was told what to borrow, and I seen how it was strictly for retirement. I saw the pros of being tax deferred. I can borrow and it supplements income. But for me, that wasn't working for me because I want to gain money. I don't want to lose money. And, I'm planning on, open it up so I can plan for retirement. So I'm talking from experience why I, wrote it up this way in this order. So when it says 401k versus an IUL, it's not that saying one is better than the other. When you give the pros and cons of each, then you're able to decide whatever your financial goals are. Then you know which one works better for you. I knew that a 401k didn't work better for me when I, understood, what it entails. When I got, some knowledge of what it does, then I decided, well, let me take out the money, get taxed, whatever little bit of tax, roll it over, and I took it over and I rolled it over into an IUL, and it's been doing great. But as you see, I just want everybody to look, and in my opinion, what I do is that I see where everyone, if you look at this, you can see that the pros and the cons of an IUL outweigh the pros and cons of a 401k. As you can see, an IUL, the pros outweigh the cons, and with a 401k, the cons outweigh the pros. So you decide which one is better for you. Depending on your financial situation, you might feel that a 401k does great for you and does what you're trying to accomplish, or you may think an IUL does great for what you're trying to accomplish. So with that said, I just wanted to do this quick video on the differences between a 401k and an IUL. Like I said, the title says a 401k versus an IUL, not meaning versus in a competition, but just giving you an idea the differences between the two and how they work. So with that said, I want to say, hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like, a comment, share this video. Give me a comment on anything else you want me to cover. And I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you.